Hola y un abrazo fuerte. Today I have a very unusual video for you. This is about my one very bizarre, weird tip for how I focus on saving money for the ultimate move to Mexico. We're standing in my tiny house here, and as you can see down the hallway there, and this is my clothing closet. This is my shoe closet. It's not all shoes, but it's also the closet where I put my inspiration for saving. Now, just bear with me here. This is my one. See, I got a little shoe cutty there. I wasn't kidding. This is actually where I do this. Okay, my savings method has to do with Post-it notes. Now, I do this every year in January. I put out my new set of Post-it notes. So, for example, we have HSA. Can you see that? That's my health savings account. That's one of my savings benchmarks. Then we have SEP IRA. That's an unknown number because it depends every year on what my CPS says that I can or cannot contribute. It'd be nice to contribute, Max. Great problem to have. So we got HSA, SEP IRA, and I usually put my quarterly taxes up there as well. And then after that, we start on the different buckets. So let's say I want to pay off a credit card. I'll have my Biz credit card, and at the bottom I write the amount. So let's say, pay off the Biz credit card. In addition to a Biz credit card, I have a personal credit card. I put that in my closet. Boom. And then, I have one credit card that's got a really high balance, and that's my Bank of America credit card. That's because it's at a zero balance. And only do this if you're really very, very dedicated and diligent. But I leave this in there because I could pay it off, but the money to pay it off is in my Vanguard, what's it called? The money market account, getting like 5.39%. So that's just sitting in there while this is at a zero balance. But I will pay it off like a month before just to be sure. So that's sitting in there. I also have another benchmark. Emergency. Oh wow, this is really bad writing. Emergency fund. Everyone should have one. Gonna build up that emergency fund. Now, as I get going on these things, I drop my pen. I love to check things off. I love a good checkbox. So when I max out my HSA, which is very important, that's one of the first things I do every year, I put a big slash through it. And then let's say, I paid off my business credit card and my personal credit card. Those are both on mileage accounts, and I just pay them down every month or off every month. Then I'll take like the checked off babies, and I still want to see them because that's an accomplishment. That's a really big deal, and you should be happy about that. So I move my honestly, I do this, you guys. I move my things that I've checked off up there. And sometimes I try to keep these in like a particular order. So all my checked off things go down here. And these can be smaller things like a trip to the beach. And you gonna budget $500 for that if you're going to the beach for a weekend. Anyhow, this is one of my saving strategies. Okay, I have to share something funny with you because I do these little videos and they're not scripted because I just want to be as authentic and connecty as I can with everyone. But then I slip up and I say things that I don't mean to say. So I didn't mean to say CPS, duh, it's a CPA, thank you very much. And when I was talking about the Bank of America, it wasn't a zero balance. That didn't make any sense at all. 0% interest. But I'm sure you all figured that out and just like let it roll over you. But, I just thought I'd have this little moment with you and laugh. Now, there's another thing that I do and it's very time consuming. But for me, it revolutionized my relationship with money and how I saved and spent. Is whenever I get my credit card receipt or itemized thing, the bill, I hand enter it into a spreadsheet. So I have a master spreadsheet. One page is business, one page is personal, and I have everything in there by category. So now I can look and pull together the grocery category and understand how much am I spending on groceries. And it's also helped me find places where I can cut back. So that's been very helpful for me. I've tried other things that just haven't worked, like online software for accounting. I found that I didn't like the pre-dedicated categories. I always wanted to create my own categories because my life business didn't quite fit with theirs. And again, it removed me a little bit too much from it. So yeah, it takes extra time, but now as soon as I get a statement, I will sit down with it, hand enter each thing and then make a little check mark next to it because, again, it's another check mark. But those are the things that have worked for me. That's just how my brain works. Having it visible like this, where I'll see it every day before I reach in here for a pair of shoes. These were a gift from a client at closing. Isn't that cool? That's so cool. I love my clients. Anyway, there you go. That is my one weird savings tip that has helped me immensely with my moving to Mexico. And I used to have the house on 66 up here, down payment amount or, the building fund in increments. Again, so I could check them off. Anyway, maybe you want to implement this. I hope you do. If you have a great savings thing that you do, put it in the comments. Let's start a conversation on that. And again, if you would subscribe, I would really appreciate it. You can find my rental house at amyscasa.com. And here we go. Here it is. Un abrazo fuerte, besitos y cuídate mucho. Bye. Say that again.